Talking about films, just real quick, did you see that Bad Boys?
I know, they shut down the city.
They shut down Miami. They shut down Brickell.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Maybe next year we're gonna be
You know,
able to
I'm
see
like
it.
a super big fan. That was one of my favorite movies when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Bad Boys. I've heard Puerto Ricans were the first ones in Wynwood.
Yes.
Originally.
Yes.
That
But he was always all the artists was there. He was really
artistic already.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to touch on talking about this, don't you think there's a problem of gentrification?
Miami, I think in Miami because all the
before you explain, because I don't know if everyone knows what gentrification is. Can you explain it first?
Okay, so gentrification is...
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of How Many Millions? I'm RDeRogatis and I'm with my co-host
Julia Grollier. Hi guys.
So Julia, tell us today, what are we talking about?
So today I would like to talk about, because we both from the Caribbean island, I would like to talk about the Black influence and the Black community in Miami.
Okay, so tell us, where are you from? Because I don't know if everyone knows.
I'm from Guadeloupe. It's a little French island next to Rebecca Island.
I'm from Martinique. It's a French Caribbean island, super small. We have probably like 350,000 people, so way smaller than Miami.
Very small. It's like 2 hour.
2 hours.
2 hour.
Flight?
Yeah, flights. Yeah.
It's
very close. Next to Puerto Rico.
And I find a little Caribbean. So tell us, what do you want to start with?
So I want to talk about the neighborhood, the Black neighborhood, historical Black neighborhood in Miami. I don't know if you know about Overtown, the story about Overtown.
I don't really. I've heard of Overtown, obviously, because I've been there, but tell us a little bit more.
So Overtown is the oldest neighborhood, Black neighborhood in Miami. And it's also an historical neighborhood.
Okay.
That's where all the Black community was originally, and is still pretty. Like you have all the, like for example, you have Jackson. That's one of the best soul food restaurants. Is in Overtown.
Have you been?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to try it. You need to say.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love soul food.
I've been, you know where I've been in Overtown, Red Rooster.
Yes, Red Rooster. Yeah. Red Rooster is good. He has more is soul food, but I think he's more African influence. Yeah. But it's pretty good too.
And they do parties if you guys are into.
Yeah,
Caribbean.
upstairs they have like a party room.
Yes.
Lounge. Yeah.
It's super nice.
And they also do the Urban Film Festival in Overtown. I don't know if people know about that.
I didn't know about the Urban Film Festival.
Yeah, it's once a year, and basically this is a group of filmmaker and producer from Miami, and they're making film in Miami, and then they showcasing their film.
Talking about films, just real quick, did you see that the Bad Boys?
I know, they shut down the city.
They shut down Miami. They shut down Brickell.
Yeah.
And they did the...
I cannot wait. Maybe next year we're going to be able to see it.
You know, I'm like a super big fan. That was one of my favorite movies when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Bad Boys. Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I didn't know then I would be living in Miami.
Yeah.
That was like the big city. So we have Overtown, and then we also have West Grove. So just talking about Overtown is like Harlem of the South. So when you see Harlem in New York,
that's
Overtown, that's comparable. And then you also have West Coconut Grove, who was all the Bahamian. That was the neighborhood when they arrived. Is still a lot of Bahamian living there. And Coconut Grove was also called Black Grove. So you have the first black school was over there. Yes, it was in the area. Yeah, I know everything about my blood.
That's good.
But so it's one of the oldest community as well. You have you have also Little Haiti.
I've heard Puerto Ricans were the first ones in Wynwood.
Yes.
Originally.
Yes.
And now obviously Wynwood is not the same.
But he was always all the artists was there. He was really
artistic already.
Yeah, oriented.
But what I wanted to touch on talking about this, don't you think there's a problem of gentrification?
Yes,
Well,
in Miami, I think in Miami because all the
before you explain, because I don't know if everyone knows what gentrification is. Can you explain it first?
Okay, so gentrification is when basically people from a neighborhood cannot afford anymore the property, and then they have to move out of the property, of the neighborhood.
And the neighborhood and people, like developers.
Yeah, so for example, in Coconut Grove, that's what's happening right now because there is a lot of developer buying property, but there is still a part who's historical, so they cannot really touch the property. But yeah, they buy. Also, it's because also the property tax went up, and then people cannot really keep up on the tax, unfortunately, and then developer buy and build brand new construction.
And have people basically moving out of...
Yeah, people moving out. But there is certain area like Black Grove and Overtown.
Overtown where it's pretty...
Yes, because it's historical.
Right.
It's protected because Overtown is the same. You have downtown. There is so much going on in downtown. There is a mall opening up. There is Bright Line. There is, so... But it's a historical neighborhood, so they have to keep it. And I think this is important to keep it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's what's good also with Miami, because Miami, you have like Little Haiti, you have a lot of different neighborhoods, but everybody live wherever, it's like you can feel comfortable living anywhere. So for example, Coconut Grove, there is a lot of developer buying, and back in the day before COVID, I was selling the lot for maybe 300, 400,000, like a double lot. And they were putting like townhome, 2 townhome, and they were selling for $1 million.
But that's what they're doing the same thing with Little Haiti.
Yeah.
Where you could find houses for 200,000. Yeah. Now
everything went up.
Everything went up. People are they're building townhouses and selling them for a couple millions now.
With all the company moving to Miami, it's changing the whole skyline of Miami.
Yeah. So you still have neighborhoods like that where it's still happening, gentrification, where people are buying properties and pushing people out. And where do you think those people that are moving out, where do you think they're going?
I think most of them have to go west.
Yeah.
Because like we said, everything east of I-95 is going up very fast in price. So they're moving west or north. Yeah, northwest.
That's a huge issue for the affordability in Miami is now a big issue. They're basically saying that the middle class in a couple of years might not...
Yeah, it's not going to be... It's going to be like...
Right. It's going to be a little bit like New York where people are not going to be able to afford to be owners, but they're going to be renters. Yeah. And I think that's why there's a lot of big projects in Wynwood, the 6,000.
Yeah, that's what the developer are building and keeping as rental community.
Because at some point, people are not going to be able to afford to be owners.
Yes.
And they're going to be renters, mostly in Miami. So for anyone that is looking to invest and have their property put as for rent, that might be a good move to do that now, because it's still Miami's right now is still affordable compared to
other big cities.
Big cities. So if you make that investment now, you're gonna have a great return in the future when you're gonna have people have to come in to rent to work, because all those big companies we talked about are coming. So they're gonna have to find a place to stay. And
by the way, talking about big company coming, have you heard Apple? They just opening their largest office in Coral Gables.
So I'm telling you, there's gonna be an influx of people and employees that are gonna work for these major companies, and not all of them are gonna be able to buy at some point. So they're gonna be renting. So if you have properties, if you're an owner you're gonna make a lot of money in the
the rental
future.
market gonna increase. Yeah, for
sure.
sure. So we are both from the Caribbean islands. How do you think for the people who are living in the Caribbean island? How do you feel the transition from living from the island, the Caribbean
Did I
island,
have like a culture shock when I came here?
Exactly. That's my question.
No, actually, you feel right at home, I think, when you come here from the Caribbean. First of all, the weather. Because, it's
Same.
pretty much the same.
Yes.
Even though I'm always going to say we have better weather, and better beaches. But
yeah,
it's still close enough. At least I have the beach 10 minutes away. So it's not a major culture shock. The weather's good here.
The food.
The food is super good here. You have a couple of places that you want to make me try.
So I feel like the Caribbean influence food because we have a lot of Jamaican, Asian, is like Caribbean food.
Which one is your favorite?
Jamaican. Sorry. Sorry. I feel like
good.
because, Asian food is also similar to our food, but I don't know. I like spice. I like spicy food.
Have you had pickles?
No.
Pickles is pretty spicy.
I need to
for
try
Haitian.
that.
Yeah. You haven't tried pickles?
No. What is pickles?
Pickles is like little side of
Cabbage?
Cabbage, exactly. And
I think I had that, but Jamaicans, they have the same thing, no?
No, it's not this. No, they don't have the same. Definitely not.
They don't have the same?
No.
Okay.
But their jerk chicken is spicy. Their jerk chicken is spicy, but they don't have pickles.
So
pickles is, you would remember if you had pickles.
Okay, I'm gonna try next
time. If you
time.
like spicy, you would remember pickles.
So what? Talking about food, what is your favorite restaurant?
First of all, my favorite type. I like all Caribbean food, but my favorite Caribbean food. I'm sorry, Martinique, but it's the Haitian.
Oh, so you prefer the Asian food as
Martinique, yeah.
Okay, because we don't have Martinique and Guadeloupe restaurants, so that's why I'm going with Jamaican. But I prefer my
really?
island food.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Martinique.
I love it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Just thinking about
I like Haitian food so much.
Really? Yeah. Better than.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to say that.
All right. Okay.
Don't hate me.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna. This is hard for me right now to hear it. But okay.
But I love going back home.
Okay.
And eating our food too.
Okay, so where do you go and eat your Asian food?
I go out of Miami. I go more Miramar.
Okay.
More north.
Okay.
I think they have better because they have Chef Creole here. They have Mayaya or
Tap Tap.
Tap Tap.
But I think they close up.
Yeah, they have all those, but I prefer going up north. I think they do better food, and then when you have a real Haitian cooking for you, that's even better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So you know where to go now.
What about you, the Jamaicans? There's the one in Aventura. I was always so surprised to see that Jamaican in Aventura, the GRK.
Yeah, it's really good.
And it's super good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Food.
They also have a very good restaurant in Wynwood, Ducono. I don't know if you've been there. It's so good. The food is so good. They're doing like
It's a Jamaican place?
It's a Jamaican place. They have like a barbecue spot where they do like, we call that boucané in our island, but it's like jerk chicken.
Okay.
They jerk everything. And you have, the ambience is really nice and it's not too far away from everything, downtown Brickell. So you can have your dinner over there and then.
But what kind of music do they have there?
Dancehall, Caribbean.
But wait, is it like the Vibes Cartel Caribbean or is it like the Kes Soft Machel Montana?
No, that's not the soft one. That's the heavy one.
Okay.
That's the one when you like you want to stay over there all night. Yeah, I love it. That was a great they just opened not too long ago, like a couple of years ago.
I need to go. If it's Vibes Cartel vibe, I'm definitely going.
It's great. Talking about like going hard on dancehall, what about Carnival?
Carnival, a Caribbean Carnival in October in Miami. I love it. It's nothing like the actual when it's in the actual islands.
Yeah.
But the people that do the parties, they do the same parties in the Caribbean, and they just come in Miami and do the same parties.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So they have, I'm not gonna name drop, but they have a couple great parties in Miami during Carnival.
That's nice.
And then they have the walk, and then people can go watch it. It's beautiful, the Carnival. They have like the nice costumes.
Yes, I think I saw that on Instagram.
Have you ever went to a Carnival?
Yeah, in the island, but not in Miami. Yeah.
In Guadeloupe?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
It's such a rich culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I love it. I used to be scared when I was a kid, I have to confess.
Oh, because of the...
Because in the islands, they put like le fouet. How you say that in English?
That's a good question. The whips?
The whips.
Whips.
I used to be scared of this whip. Traumatized. But then I start enjoying it when I get older.
Oh, the music is great.
But the ambience, I just love it.
Yeah, they also have a Haitian carnival, actually. I went to recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have it's in February.
Okay.
And that one is good too. It's just one day.
Talking about Carnival and Haitian, do you know they're also doing Caribbean Food Festival in Miami?
No.
Like you have the Food and Wine Festival and now you have the Caribbean Festival. Yeah.
It's new or they've been doing that?
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing about it, but it's like all the best chefs and it's the same concept than Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
We're going.
We're definitely going.
So it's like you pay an entrance fee and then you go and you
know,
you go to all the chefs.
I'm excited.
So that's, So the music gonna be there, the ambience gonna be there. Exactly.
The music is gonna be good.
It's gonna be great.
And the food is gonna be delicious.
Oh my God. I hope they have some chefs from our islands because I feel like
we need to have them
bring
come
them here.
Yeah.
I know.
We need to have like a restaurant for us.
People will love it. You will love it, guys. American.
So how do you explain? Because my favorite from home, and I think, that's like my top from home, is the gratin de banane jaune.
Okay.
So the gratin de banane jaune, to explain.
It's yellow banana, plantain banana.
You fry them, you put them in...
But it's like a casserole.
Yeah. It's unexplainable. Okay, you just have to Google it and try it. But it's the best thing I've ever had in my life. That thing. They need to bring this back.
Yeah, here. We need a restaurant here. But all that to say, then I feel like if you're from the island or every other part of the world and you come to Miami, I feel like you feel home very fast because you always have something. You're from South America, you feel like at home because everybody speaks, 75% of the population speaks Spanish, so you've got to be okay. If you come from Europe, we have also good European restaurant, Africa too.
So the Afro Nation.
We have Afro Nation once a year, so I feel like we have it all.
For everyone.
Yeah.
To feel right at home. You're not going to feel like you're in another place. You're going to have places that you can feel right at home at.
Exactly. So I love that for Miami.
But one thing about the Caribbean in Miami, I wanted to go back to that. I can recognize them on the way they drive. I can tell, okay, you're from Haiti, you're from
Jamaica,
you're from Cuba, you're from the way you're driving.
Yeah.
You haven't changed one bit from home and you're bringing that thing here.
Yeah,
you need to stop that.
Miami driving
is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you adjust. It's
but
just
we see you. This is because of the Caribbean people and the South American people.
Yeah, definitely.
That's definitely
is more challenging to drive here, but it's not impossible. I feel like, for me I was scared when I arrived from France because the roads are so huge and big and everything go fast. That was my fear, not really how people drive. I feel like people drive, but you still can escape them,
I don't see any escape. People are cutting you off. People are not putting their blinkers. I don't even know if people know that they have blinkers on the car here. They don't put your blinkers. They stop in front of you.
We don't live in the same neighborhood. In my neighborhood, they put everything.
They put everything?
I feel like they're more organized.
I think when I'm down in Miami, anywhere downtown or maybe not Coconut Grove, but when I'm in downtown and a little bit north, people drive crazy. But then when I go north,
It's even worse.
no, north, West Palm Beach, people put their blankets.
Yeah,
They
okay.
let you
West Palm
pass.
Beach is different. Yeah.
They let you pass. They drive super chill.
Yeah.
You can see the difference just in
Yes,
like a
that's true.
1 hour
That's
away
true.
drive.
Because here we have everybody. I mean, everybody from every country.
And
Yeah.
it shows in their driving. It shows in the driving. It shows
But
in
this
the
is
traffic.
still good. I love that for Miami.
I love that for Miami.
We adjusting.
We adjust. We adapt.
We adapt.
We're cool.
We're cool.
But also one thing about the fact that we're so multicultural is the music. You have music for everyone. You have
that's
Latino, you have R&B, you have Caribbean, you have Indian, Brazilian.
Yeah, you have
You have everything here.
Yeah, that's
everything
true.
for everyone, so everyone can feel right at home and party on good.
So talking about party, do you think that you have good party for every like culture and like
Yeah, of
where
course.
where to
Where
party?
to go for everyone.
For example, if you want like a Caribbean party, where do you go usually?
You have Koyotako on Tuesday. You have Red Rooster on Saturday. Don't get me started because I can go
She
on
know
for
it
days.
all.
You have, I think, the Wynwood Marketplace.
Did you talk about Red Rooster rooftop?
Yes, on Saturdays.
Okay.
Every Saturday. You guys need to pay me for this because
They paying you.
you have Oasis. One Sunday a month they have Tap Tap. Yeah, they have a couple
Tap Tap
things.
the restaurant or Tap Tap?
No, Tap Tap is a party, a
Oh, okay.
Haitian party.
Okay.
And then you have obviously hip hop, R&B.
Yeah.
You have Koyotako that does R&B on Sundays.
Okay, Koyotako is a restaurant.
So Koyotako in Wynwood has a speakeasy. You can go in the back and they have like a little.
This is a new thing. I feel like everybody.
No, this is not new.
Okay, sorry.
This is not new. Like we need to teach her this. We need to get her out a little bit more.
I'm not getting out.
Well, she goes out, but she goes out to the bougie places. You have to
So
do
the
both.
speakeasy, I feel like speakeasy is a new thing right now. Everybody has a speakeasy place.
Oh yeah, they brought that kind of things from, they do that in New York.
Yeah.
They do that in Paris. They do that a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's new to Miami speakeasy, but that one in particular has been there for a long time.
So what they call it speakeasy? No, I'm just kidding. She's
Cut.
So talking about party and everything, I think one thing also we need to mention is no matter where you come from in Miami, there is a way to be super successful for everyone. I feel like because we always around so many people from every background in our career, we're meeting people from Africa, Europe,
and
Caribbean, South American, and they're super successful. I feel like everybody can make it here.
Yeah.
So I feel like.
Do you have examples? I know Alicia Cervera that was very successful here. We talked about her in another podcast, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it.
Yeah, she's from Peru, so she also from another country.
Right.
I mean, even myself, when I arrived in Miami, first of all, in USA, I didn't know I will love it that much because I was traveling and living in other countries, and I was coming from France. And I arrived, and the first time I arrived in Miami, I was like, okay, you sing in the movies and you sing on TV, but just the vibes and the energy of the city is amazing. And me, when I arrived as a realtor and I saw the city that was very underdeveloped compared to France, where everything is already developed, then you see the vision and you see the potential of the city. And I think that's why you see so many opportunities, and that's why all those companies also coming here to see, because there is so much to do in Miami. Still.
Yeah, I don't have the same background as you have. I came a lot when I was a lot younger, but coming into and starting working in Miami, I definitely saw the possibility coming from a small island, where it's kind of limited,
Yeah.
and you come here in working, and you see all the endless possibilities, and what you can do and how you can be successful here. So I really like that about Miami, and I'm excited for the future.
Yes,
Our future.
I think Miami has a great future.
Yes.
So is excited to be a part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely love to see it grow and how it's going and how it's growing, and to be part of it is even better.
Talking about the future of Miami and all the new construction, I'm so happy that Don Publis moved to Miami and is now, working in Miami skyline. So that's super inspiring.
Did you tell us who Don Publis is?
That's a black developer from New York who moved to Miami and is now working mainly in our area.
Okay, well, this is a great note to finish on, I think.
Yeah.
On the future of Miami and all the possibilities, and so I think we're gonna see you guys next episode.
I hope you enjoy, and please subscribe, comment. We want to know what you think about everything. Like, share, and we're gonna see you in another episode of How Many Millions?